channel where Taha Yasir Ramadan was present in the jail during the plowing of the farms. This was an assassination attempt during a time of war in 1982, and the judge issuing a decree. If what he says is true, if it's true that I signed when Clinton in 98 400 sent 400 cruise missiles to Baghdad and killed children, and as a judge I'm being tried. The verse above your head says you have to be just. 400 cruise missiles come by Clinton, and he's not asked and he's not tried, and I am lawfully when I am a judge issuing an order, I'm being tried. There's no question to answer. I suffer. I have. Bring a chair for him to sit down. Your Honor, we heard what Mr. Ali said. You gave him about 2.5 hours or so. He's been talking about those fabricated issues, imaginary issues. All false. All of it is fabrication. 100% of fabrication. I'm surprised how a person claims to be a believer and a Muslim, and to put the swear and to say untrue things. No. Is there a question? Your Honor, I told you in the last session that you accepted to try history, and you, the people are with you.
Now, we seem to have lost sound there from the continuing coverage of the Saddam Hussein trial. This happened.
We don't allow. He said the treatment was inhumane, and now the defendant is slandering the witness, and we ask that you are biased, you are biased, you are prejudiced. Your Honor, when he says that this is an inhumane treatment, or he says so and so is inhumane, there's no difference. Mr. Scholar, you are all slandered. Your pages are all black. Your Honor, when I say that, when he says he was taken in bus cars that take about 50 people, he says they took us in a pickup box, and he says that his brother gives all the names, the code names and the true names of the.
Sure.
هذول كلهم الأسماء ما وردوا بالأسماء مع الأخو بالمرة الأولى.
Well, as you can see there, we're having some slight problems, some difficulties with the video, the quality of the video coming to us, but please bear with us as the trial of Saddam Hussein continues.
هو ذكر أخوه ما قال إنه شفت جثث 7 كلاب جايفة، ها؟ هو ذكر يقول
لا تعتدي على
لا
كيف سيدي ليسوا بكلاب كيف تعتدي على
Did you abuse the people?
هذول مجرمون.
People? These are criminals.
مجرمين دول مجرمين. وأنت لو أنت كنت
If you were there instead of Awad al-Bandar, you would have taken the same measures. Go ahead with your questions. Don't hurt the witness and the prosecution. Have a seat.
فهاي كلها متناقضات.
These are all contradictions. The other thing, the human treatment subject. As I told you earlier, I am not defending, but if that treatment they received, I would not acknowledge it, and I denounce it today until I am dead. This is in short another point. There are other points. We in the prison,
We've been following the trial of Saddam Hussein and his co-defendants in Baghdad over the last couple of hours. The trial, we understand, has just gone into recess. So let's go straight away to Baghdad and Anish Rahman, who's inside the courtroom. He joins us by phone. Anish, what's the latest there?
Funula, the judge just adjourned for a 1-hour lunch recess. Again, this day is moving quite slowly. We're on one witness so far, being cross-examined, as you see there, by the defendants, notably Barzan Hassan al-Takriti, the man on your screen. The reason he has been so visceral in his response to the witness is that the witness directly linked Barzan to the alleged atrocities in Due jail, said that he was present at the time of interrogations, also present in one instance for the torture of his sister. So Barzan Hassan al-Takriti stood up and embarked on a diatribe of sorts, calling the witness names, had to be seated down by the judge himself, is then standing up and asking more direct questions. And again, this video is delayed about half an hour ago, and I'm not sure if it has come before you. Saddam Hussein did stand up. He spoke in very sort of quiet tones, much more subdued than we tend to see him as he embarks on diatribes, this time trying to clarify what the role of the prosecution essentially was. The chief prosecutor stood up and very forcefully established that the prosecutor was here to represent society and that Saddam, his concerns were sort of invalid. Saddam then just ceded and said that he would make more points later, and then we heard again from Barzan Hassan al-Takriti saying that if there's any document or evidence that links him to the alleged atrocities, he will accept responsibility, but also sort of challenging the prosecution to find better witnesses. One of the problems we've seen, and this is a witness that I spoke to some weeks ago, that interview that I conducted with this witness, Ali Haidari, actually came up in court. The defense lawyer saying that he, on CNN, had said he drove one of the shooters involved in the assassination attempt to the scene. That was incorrect. In the report, the witness that you see there on the bottom of your screen detailed another friend of the family driving his brother. But he has faced some tough questions from the defense as well as the defendants trying to pinpoint him on specifics, and this is something we've seen really throughout. These witnesses we should establish are called complaint witnesses brought by the judge to establish essentially victim statements. They are not meant to bring direct links to the defendants and the alleged atrocities. That will come later. Witnesses to follow these complaint witnesses will be brought because they have relevant information about the case. So what they are doing, though, is taking someone who was 14 years old at the time, the defense, and trying to pinpoint them on specifics, discredit their memory, if you will. So again, we're in a 1-hour break. We expect the testimony of this witness to resume in an hour, and then we'll see how many more witnesses we get through today. Fanula?
Manish, we've seen in the last few minutes very spirited defense there from Barzan al-Takriti. What has the judge's role been in this, in trying to contain the diatribes that we've heard to date occasionally during these proceedings?
Well, we saw the first defendant we heard from early in this session